Victoria Beckham, the world knows her as Posh Spice, fashion icon, wife to one of football's biggest legends. But behind that refined image, there was a painful secret she kept hidden for years. In her much-anticipated Netflix documentary, the 51-year-old star opens up like never before, exposing the painful truth about her struggles with body image, fame, and the dark side of success. Victoria confesses that at the height of her fame, she suffered from an eating disorder, one she became very good at lying about, even to her closest family. She admits, "I didn't like what I saw when I looked in the mirror. I began to control my weight in an incredibly unhealthy way." It all started when she was just a teenager, studying at theater school. Encircled by beautiful and talented girls, Victoria felt like she didn't fit in. She recalls being told she wasn't as slim or as pretty as others, words that left deep scars. Her mother, Jackie, remembers it too. She was told she was overweight. That must have affected her. It's such a silly, hurtful thing to say to someone. From that moment, Victoria began to doubt herself. She says, "I lost all sense of reality. I didn't know if I was fat or thin. I just didn't like what I saw." And as the world obsessed over her image, she tried to take control in the only way she could through her body. She reveals, "When you have an eating disorder, you become very good at lying. I was never honest about it with my parents." Even in her 20s, after becoming a global superstar, the pressure only got worse. She recalls one shocking moment on live television in 1999, when host Chris Evans asked her to step on a scale, just months after giving birth to her first son, Brooklyn. She smiles in the clip, but today she admits it hurt. "I was weighed on national TV. I was so young, and that really hurt." Her journey from Spice Girl to fashion designer wasn't easy. The documentary follows her during the hard days leading up to Paris Fashion Week 2024, the biggest moment of her career. But behind the glamour, she discloses the emotional and financial chaos that nearly destroyed her dream. At one point, her fashion label was millions in debt. She admits, "I almost lost everything. I used to cry before going to work. I felt like a firefighter trying to save a business that was crashing down." David Beckham, who appears throughout the series, opens up about how hard it was to watch his wife struggle. "We both sat there and looked at what I'd invested. Part of that conversation broke my heart. She's a proud woman. When we met, she was actually richer than me. So for her to come and ask for help, that was tough." Eventually, Victoria found an investor and saved her company. But she says the experience left her broken and humbled. "I felt embarrassed, desperate, like I was in quicksand. I was so close to losing it all." The documentary also revisits her earlier years, from her loneliness after the Spice Girls split in 2000 to her infamous days as a WG during the 2006 World Cup in Germany. She looks back at those years with mixed feelings: the shopping trips, the designer clothes, the constant media frenzy. "We were owning it," she says with a smile. "But when I look back now, I think there was an element of attention-seeking. I wasn't creatively fulfilled. I was trying to find myself." That trip, she says, became a turning point. It was in Baden-Baden that she decided to chase her real dream, to create a fashion brand that would finally define her. "I buried those boobs in Baden-Baden," she jokes. "That's when I became who I am now." Despite everything, the criticism, the humiliation, the heartbreak, Victoria Beckham has appeared stronger, wiser, and more honest than ever before. Her voice cracks as she reflects, "When you're told constantly you're not good enough, it stays with you. But I've learned that I am enough." And maybe that's what makes this story so powerful, not just the fame or the fashion, but the woman who dared to tell the truth.